The judge really very clearly said, sales through exchanges, not a security. When it's used for compensation, not a security. When it's used for incentives around the overall XRP ecosystem, not a security. So, we have already moved a lot of our activity, and frankly, 95% of our customers are non-US. So a lot of our activity has been outside the US jurisdiction because that's where our customer demand is. But I think that's where the US is losing. And I think what the SEC has been trying to do is to put power and politics over what is really just sound policy and providing clear rules of the road such that entrepreneurs and investors can participate in this amazing new market around crypto and blockchain technologies. Look, as a matter of law, the law of the land right now is that XRP is not a security. And until there is an opportunity for the SEC to file an appeal, which would take years, and frankly, we're very optimistic. If they were to file an appeal, we think that only further solidifies the decision this judge made. Because, look, as a matter of law, as a matter of the facts, and really as a matter of looking back in the history here, for the SEC, really, it's overreach to suggest, as the chair has said many times, that basically everything in the crypto space is a security. Well, we now have a judge very clearly saying that is just not true, and very clearly saying XRP is not a security on exchanges and all these different use cases, which I think helps the whole industry for sure. So this is a win for Ripple. It's also a win for the entire crypto industry. And I think that's why you saw the crypto industry react so positively over the last 24 hours.
Hey, what's up guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Hope everybody's doing well. In today's video, we're going to dive into XRP alts and a variety of price charts. So as you guys saw in the beginning of this video, we had some major news for XRP that we've been awaiting for over 2.5 years. XRP, the native asset of the XRP ledger, is determined not to be a security. So when we are buying XRP on exchanges, that is not a security. That is a huge win for the space. However, they're still calling XRP a security when it is sold to institutional buyers. So we're going to look at a few things in this video and what this could mean for the future of XRP, but overall the news is extremely positive. We can see the last weekly candle on the XRP price chart moved from about 46 all the way to 94 cents, just under $1, doing over 100% in a single week. Now, we've been talking for months about a variety of altcoins and different assets in different sectors already reaching their pivot, their R1, and their R2 levels, such as Injective. Notice when Injective initially reached its pivot, closing weekly candle bodies on this level and rejecting before making its way all the way up to the weekly R2. We also had Fetch AI from its low doing over a 1000% move or a 10x return, reaching the weekly R1 as well and just shy of the R2 right there. And even other alts in the beginning of this year like AGIX wicking all the way up to its previous R2 level to perfection. So it's great to see just as Injective reached its weekly R2. The XRP price chart is also wicked up to the weekly R2, currently back down to the weekly R1 at about 76 cents. Notice both of these alts reach their weekly pivot, initially reject, and eventually consolidate and break out above reaching the R2. Now for the Bitcoin price chart, we are currently above the weekly pivot at 29,000. The weekly R1 level is about 39,000. The weekly R2 is about 46 to 47K. What's interesting about the Bitcoin price chart is we still have open CME gaps around 35,000 or the 382 Fibonacci retracement. Turning the lights on, I also mapped out some fair value gaps that are still open. So we have a buy side imbalance down below, and as we zoom in, we can see that thus far we have wicked and back tested this level perfectly. And as we scroll up, we can see upper fair value gaps that have yet to be retested with sell side imbalances. And these typically can act like a magnet for price action when the necessary volume comes, and this is right around 35K. With the highest fair value gap above around 60,000, notice it is exactly on the weekly R3. And on the Bitcoin CME futures charts, we still have an open gap in liquidity right around 34 to 35K. Now coming back to the XRP price chart on the weekly time frame, we do have an open sell side imbalance fair value gap above right around $1.10 in between $1.07 to $1.12. The last time we had a large sell side imbalance, this is actually exactly where we went last cycle. So as we can see, we had a large SIBI or a fair value gap up here, and this was set during XRP's all-time high price back in January of 2018. Right at that level and that wick. Last cycle, that's exactly where we closed our weekly candle bodies right around $1.55. We wicked as high as $1.96, and this wick is exactly on this level as we scroll over to the left, exactly where the weekly candle body opened. Now looking at the XRP price chart on the weekly time frame, not financial advice, I've been a big proponent of XRP for years, and I personally believe that XRP creates an all-time high price with ease. The question is when. We have upper gaps, we have open fair value gaps, and an open gap at $1.59 as well, close to this previous fair value gap that was closed later on. But as you can see, even this wick almost backtested this level, so I do think this is a valid level to keep an eye on in the future. Even if we zoom in to the previous swing high, not the all-time high, and just draw a Fibonacci retracement from the high wick to the cycle low. What's interesting about this level is you can see the 702 Fibonacci retracement is exactly on this previous fair value gap that was closed and respected last cycle. Just as this fair value gap is at the 50% Fibonacci retracement, a very common retracement level. These are two levels that I'm looking at, and if we can break through both of these in the future, then I'll entertain an all-time high price. Now in saying that, we have open liquidity gaps, we have open sell side imbalances above that can act like a magnet for price action. Remember, XRP has already been relisted on Kraken, Bitstamp, Coinbase, a variety of exchanges, and it also seems that, as Ripple says, 95% of their entire customer base for RippleNet exists out of the United States. There's a lot of talks and chatter. I've even seen some Ripple advisors talking about US banks using XRP and ODL. I believe XRP creates a new all-time high price with ease. To me, not financial advice. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. However, I'm well aware there are still open gaps in liquidity below 30 cents, so I'm never going to say never to a black swan event. Okay, now the good stuff. So a few things I want to talk about. My microphone just dropped out on me, so I'm going to re-record this. We have the XRP price chart on the left-hand side on the weekly time frame versus the Bitcoin price chart on the right-hand side on the weekly time frame. We drew a Fibonacci retracement using the wick, swing high, swing low. Same thing for Bitcoin. Last cycle, a variety of alts, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, a variety that created a new all-time high price, did respect a variety of fib levels, whereas XRP couldn't even surpass its previous all-time high price. It rejected around the 50% retracement. Now what's interesting is this fractal or pattern is played out for a variety of alts, and this has been my theory since we crashed all the way back here in 2022. That it's looking like the XRP price chart could be following a fractal that Bitcoin and Ethereum have drawn in the past. And this is very common for the altcoin market. If you look at previous cycles of alts, they typically copy what Bitcoin has done. Just as Ethereum's price chart, there's a variety of fractals that really do match what Bitcoin has done over the past 10 years. So we have XRP retracing up to the 50% retracement with candle bodies, just as Bitcoin retraced up to the 50% with candle bodies, wicking to the 618. They both crash. Bitcoin on March 2020 reaches the 0.059 fib, just as XRP crashed here, with multiple wicks, at least 3, supporting this level at 30 cents. From here, Bitcoin did a V-shaped recovery up to the 50% retracement. If XRP did this, and it's looking great thus far, that would be up here around $1.70. We're going to look at the weekly candle bodies as well, instead of just using the wicks to be a bit more conservative. But if XRP can retrace up to the 50%, break through this previous high, it is very likely we're going to see an all-time high price. So when Bitcoin did this, we actually reached the 3618 Fibonacci extension. If XRP did this like for like, that would be $11.80. Notice Bitcoin even using the 1618 for support. That would be about $5 for XRP. Now to be more conservative, let's draw the fibs on the candle bodies for the swing high and swing low. We can see XRP coming up to the 702, rejecting it perfectly to the wick, crashing back down, just as the Bitcoin price chart rejected the golden pocket at the 618 and coming back down to the 0.059. We got that huge recovery, and once we surpassed the 50% retracement, we went to an all-time high price. To be more conservative, we can see XRP ranging between $4.30 to $9.52. Now looking at Bitcoin's market cap, Ethereum's market cap, they actually hit a 4.236 Fibonacci extension when they created a new all-time high price. If we're looking at XRP to do the same, and it hit a 4.236 fib extension like Bitcoin, Ether, and other alts have done, the price for XRP would be $11.62. What's interesting about $11.62 is it's very similar to the 3618 if it followed Bitcoin at $11.80. And a lot of people will say, but market cap, these assets cannot reach that high of a price, but market cap is nothing but a social construct. It is not how much money is liquid in the asset. It is just the last traded price multiplied by the circulating supply. So anything can happen. Just like JP Morgan had that study, maybe 30% of the altcoin or project's market cap was actually liquid. So it doesn't take as much money as we think to push price up when the actual volume and the bullish cycle comes. So Bitcoin, its all-time high market cap was $1.29 trillion, so almost $1.3 trillion for a single project. Just as Ethereum's all-time high market cap was over $500 billion at $573 billion. If we're looking at different assets and looking at their all-time high market cap, if they achieved that all-time high market cap again, what would be their price? XRP would be $2.81, Ethereum would be $4,700, Bitcoin would be $66K, HBAR would be about 22 cents, and Algo would be $1.94, roughly a 17x from today's price. And to me, a $15 billion market cap, that was their all-time high. I think that's very achievable in the future. Now, another thing, just pointing out, drawing the fibs on the weekly candle bodies for XRP, you can see to the very wick exactly, we rejected the 702 Fibonacci retracement, a very key level. And speaking of the 702, we have the Cardano Bitcoin price chart on the right. We have the XRP Bitcoin price chart on the left. Notice that Cardano, when it created an all-time high price and doing a 100x per the US dollar chart last cycle, on the Bitcoin chart, it actually hit the 702 perfectly, as you can see, rejecting that level. XRP were to simply follow, just like ADA did and other alts have done, this would actually be almost a 600% move from today's price, up to the 702 Fibonacci retracement. And here's the HBAR's price chart. We have a variety of fair value gaps above, just like for Algorand. We have 11 cents, we have 16 cents, we have 21 cents. I believe that these are going to act like a magnet for price action when volume comes. Notice the weekly pivot is even at this level by the bottom of this wick, around 13 to 14 cents. Now in the next video, we're going to talk about ODL sales, institutional sales, and what this could mean for the future of on-demand liquidity and XRP usage by institutions. But we'll finish up with some good news today. We have iTrustCapital officially relisting XRP. I've had XRP on this platform for over 2 years, being unable to trade it. Now, XRP for me is a long-term hold, and that's why I have it on a Roth IRA on iTrustCapital, which is a free platform, and I'm able to pay 0% in capital gains because the Roth IRA is a tax-free investment vehicle. So it's great to see it's back to being traded. I think XRP being called not a security in general is a great thing for the crypto asset class and a variety of other assets and projects that have had scares with the SEC. So just wanted to share that, guys. iTrustCapital is linked in the top of the YouTube video description. If you use my link to create a free account and fund your account, you'll also get a $100 funding reward in the US dollar. 24/7 trading. Again, this platform is completely free and you can see the pricing. So there's no hidden fees, monthly fees, anything. It's just like Coinbase with a 1% transaction fee if you trade. If you buy and hold, there's no fee whatsoever. Again, the difference though is with Coinbase, you're paying short-term and long-term capital gains taxes. That could be 15%, that could be 40%. So with a Roth IRA with iTrustCapital, and they're valued at over $1 billion, I'm paying 0% in capital gains. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Huge thanks to all that hit the like button and be sure to tune into the next one. Talk soon. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.